Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is Robert Landau, National Motivational Speaker, Certified Life Coach, and podcast host of the 5-Minute Life Changer, because I know that 5 minutes is all the motivation you need to choose to change your life for the better. I release 2 different 5-minute episodes of this podcast every week for you, in the hopes that, you can listen to each episode once, but if they really mean something to you, if they resonate with you, go back and hear a specific episode that you really identified with as often as you can. It will change your life, I'm telling you. So, with that in mind, the topic for today is how to get what you want. That is what life is all about. So, I'd like to share a little something with you to illustrate what I want to communicate to you today. Many of you know that I was an international cruise director for close to 10 years. An amazing career. 300 ports of call on close to 400 cruises. How did I get to that place in my life where I was fortunate enough to be gifted with such a fabulous career? Well, I got to tell you, it wasn't only fate. I had a lot to do with it. I wanted that career. I wanted to see as much of the world that we are so blessed to live on as possible. And not just the same 7-day Caribbean cruises, although there's nothing wrong with that. I wanted to go to uncharted places that I had never even heard about on the other side of the planet. How did I do that? Well, it had everything to do with getting what I wanted. Here's an example. On a specific cruise itinerary, this was the Mediterranean, Greek Isles, and Turkey. One morning, after we arrived in this particular port of call, it was in Turkey for the incredible ancient city of Ephesus, I saw another brand new cruise ship pull in just across the pier from us. I had already gone ashore many times in this port of call, so I was looking for something different, and I thought, you know what? Wow, what a cool ship that is. I would love to cruise direct on that ship. So to make that happen, first I had to have the wish, the need, the want, the will, the enthusiasm, the passion. So here's what I did. I went aboard that ship, asked to see their cruise director, met him, and said, hey, I want to make a deal with you. If you give me a tour of your ship, I'll give you a tour of mine. That's exactly what happened. At the end of my tour on his ship, we walked by the purser's desk. Don't tell anyone, but I stole a postcard from the purser's desk of that ship. And when, after the tour I gave to that cruise director of my ship and he left, I went back to my stateroom and put that postcard of his ship, taped it to the mirror in my cabin. Every morning, after waking up, would look at that postcard, feeling, imagining, creating this whole movie in my head of what it would be like for me to cruise direct on that ship. That's how much I wanted to do that. I did that every day for about 2 months. And you know what happened? I got a message one day after doing that for 2 months saying that that ship line would like my resume to be a cruise director on that ship. And here's the important thing. I never approached that cruise line to work on that ship. I never sent them my resume. That is a perfect example of placing in your heart of hearts what you would like to happen when it hasn't happened yet. So it has to do with visioning. It has to do with feeling, not so much thinking. It's like a prayer. You know what they say about prayer? When you pray, feel, not think, but feel as if you already have what you're praying for. What would that feel like to have that, to be that now? If you do that every day, it gets to you a lot easier. And that's what I did when I wanted to work on that ship. So here's what you do. Ask You got to ask, because if you don't, you won't receive. And this can be internal, it can be external. You can do wish boards, all kinds of stuff, affirmations, but ask. And as you continue to ask on a daily basis, feel and see in your mind that it has already been brought to you, even though it hasn't physically manifested as of yet. If you do that and have faith and know that what you are asking for will eventually be brought to you, it will. Now, if you're asking it to be delivered to you Wednesday at 3, don't do that, because it might not be given to you until 4 Thursdays from then at 4. So ask, then get out of the way, trust, have faith, and know that exactly what you need may not be what you want will be given to you. If you get what you need and not what you want, trust me, give it some time and you will understand why you got what you needed more than what you wanted. Try this. Paint a picture in your mind of what you're asking for. And then, as you continue to do this every day, step out of the way, because soon you will be able to step into that picture and live it. That is what life is all about. If you have any questions, if you would like to work with me as your life coach via Zoom, or you would like to suggest some future topics on this podcast for me to cover, or if you just want to say hi, here is my email address. It's robert@the5minutelifechanger.com, and 5 is spelt out. It's not the number 5. So if you haven't already subscribed to this podcast, thank you so much for joining me on this episode, and I look forward to being with you again on the next episode of the 5-Minute Life Changer podcast. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, if you resonated with it, please give the video a like. And also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can stay up to date with all the motivation I will continue to share with you. Thank you.